Hi guys, welcome back for another review. So today we are going into the Jouer Cosmetics 2021 holiday collection, which is this eyeshadow palette, and then they had dropped two of their lip toppers, I think these are called, longwear lip toppers. I only bought one of them. I purchased it in the shade Skinny Dip, which was the lighter, more shimmery gold one. The other one had more of like a coppery rose gold tint to it, and I felt like I wanted to light it up a little bit. And this package, which even the box that it came in, which matches it, it just put me in the holiday spirit. I was really quite pleased with it, and as you guys know, I'm not much of a packaging junkie. The packaging itself is not as important to me as the product inside. So here is the eyeshadow palette. Oh, haven't even opened it yet. And it looks pretty basic. It's got these beautiful neutrals, shimmer and matte, but the reason I was so excited about it and these colors is if you watch the Jouer Cosmetics French Riviera collection review that I did over the summer, there were a few colors in that palette that reminded me of these very bronzy metallic neutrals. And I continue to reach for those even now today. So I fell in love with Jouer Cosmetics eyeshadows very quickly after I did that review for you guys. I jumped at their holiday collection. And so this is the first time I'm using it. Also not something I typically do on my channel, but that's just the way the timing worked out for me. So let's go in and get some eye makeup on. So I go back and forth on the use of eyeshadow primers, but one that I have been using relatively consistently lately has been the Mina eye primer. Mina is actually known for their cream shadows, which admittedly I don't love. I find them very difficult to work with because they apply and set so quickly. But their primer that they designed for that purpose is absolutely amazing. And I also find that when I do use their primer, I'm able to get a truer color payoff for any of the shadows that I'm using. So what's kind of interesting about this palette, if you look at it really closely, it's almost as though two at a time were designed to be used together. You've got a matte shimmer, matte shimmer, matte shimmer, and almost like a really, this looks pink in that light, but it's not. This is like this is called Corset, which doesn't really do much for you, but I would call this almost like just a touch browner than a ballet pink. And then Bikini, which is kind of like, it's not quite rose gold, it's more brown than rose, but then you jump down and down again in terms of depth of color. So I think for this one, I'm going to launch into these two and just do a two shadow look with Sable and Skinny Dip, which that sounds sort of fun. I think I will go in with a little bit of Corset first and just sort of prep my lids with that. So now that I have a little bit of a base down, I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is called Sable, and I'm just going to sort of trace out my eye the way that I typically would, give it a little bit more shape. So what I've actually done here is stayed off of the lid entirely because I've got those deep set hooded eyes. So it's shadow, it's creating a shadow. I'm contouring my eye here. So what I've done is taken the crease of my eyelid up higher. You can see the difference over here. And I've just put a touch down in the very corner. So I'm not dragging the color in over the whole outer third. I am creating a shadow play here and then just a tiny bit at the corner, and then my whole lid is going to be this color here. One of the things that I love about Jouer shadows is they make it so easy to do this, to create this sort of shadowed, contoured effect, because they blend beautifully and the colors aren't so saturated that the second you touch your brush to your lid, you are stuck with a really unnatural looking glob of color, which makes it impossible to get that natural contoured blend that once the look is finished, it really does look as though you've enhanced the shape of your eye. And because a lot of you who watch ask me what brushes I use, this is a Morphe M321. I've had this for years and years. I don't know if they still even sell this one, but the purpose of this one is that it's really small. It's small and it's pretty dense, so I'm able to apply a lot of the shadow at once, but also push it around. But it's really targeted application because it is so small. When you go in with larger brushes trying to achieve that same precision, it's just not gonna work. So now moving down onto the lid, I'm gonna go in with this color, Skinny Dip. I'm gonna try a flat loading brush here first, and if that doesn't work, I'm probably just gonna go in with my pinky. So let's see how we like this. It's okay, I'm just not loving the color payoff there. So I'm just gonna take a pinky right into that color and take that right across the lid. Again, Jouer showing off with one of my favorite things about them is their shimmers are so enhancing as opposed to just dominating, you know, being something where you're almost like, yikes, I don't feel like I could like wear this during the day. They are just so beautifully light reflecting and create like this just really amazing lift. And then I'm just gonna take a quick mix of the two on this tiny little brush and go down on the lower lash line just to kind of give it a slightly more defined look, as opposed to something where over here you can really just still see the concealer. Do you see what a difference that made? Yeah, I just feel like the whole thing looks so much more finished when I do that. So I've just finished that up with a little bit of eyeliner and mascara. Both of those will be linked down below for you guys. But final thoughts on the eyeshadow palette. I think Jouer has put together a really beautifully understated holiday palette this year. And that's not to say that the really fun, loud, overstated ones aren't amazing. I've already ordered some. They are coming. Stay tuned. But just for everyday use, I wouldn't even necessarily call this a holiday palette. I will probably use this one year round, just like I'm using the French Riviera one year round. But fast, easy, simplified. They blend beautifully. They apply really well. Just all out, really, really pleased with this palette. Moving on to the lip topper. I was swatching it a little bit off of the doe foot, and I think it's really, really sheer. So what I think I actually want to do is top it over some lipstick. So I've been using a really awesome lip product to prep my lips. It's the Clinique Moisture Surge Lip. If you guys have been around for any length of time, you know how obsessed I am with the Moisture Surge just for the skin. So I think what I'm going to do is recreate the lip that I did in my Get Ready With Me video a couple of days ago with the Tom Ford Blush Nude, because I think that'll go really nicely with this lip topper. Just put that on lightly. Just give a little bit more of a base color. And now we're going to go in with the lip topper, which apparently are like a rave product for them. And I'm not sure why. I'm assuming it's going to have to do with the texture. Ooh. Ooh. It's like having a bottle of champagne on your lips. That is gorgeous. But it's not sticky at all. Like usually when I see things like this with lots of glitter and shimmer in them, they're very gloppy, they're very sticky. This actually just feels like a moisturizer, like a lip hydrator. But look at that payoff. That is absolutely incredible, and now I'm kind of wishing I'd bought the other one. So that's it. That's the finale of the Jouer Cosmetics Holiday 2021 collection. Very small collection, but beautifully executed. Very well done. Highly recommend. Falling more and more in love with Jouer with every product I buy of theirs. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.